both. If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you say so.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Coffee and a Conversation. And normally you would see me with our special guest for the week sitting right next to me, but a little bit of a different format this week and a very special guest indeed. We're a couple of weeks away from the Warren County Fair coming up the first week of August, the 4th through the 9th. And really looking forward to this year's Warren County Fair. One of the main event headliners this year is going to be the Oak Ridge Boys. They're on their American-made farewell tour, and I had the opportunity to speak via telephone with the Oak Ridge Boys' William Lee Golden. We'll bring you all of that conversation here in just a moment, but want to say thank you to William and the Oak Ridge Boys for taking some time with us. Their publicist as well, Sanford Brokaw, for arranging this interview to be had. They're currently in Billings, Montana, getting set for some dates out west before they head east for the Warren County Fair. So without further ado, here is our conversation with the Oak Ridge Boys' William Lee Golden. William, thanks for taking some time to chat with me today. And we are certainly looking forward to seeing you and the Oak Ridge Boys out at the Warren County Fair on August 5th. And I know this is part of your Made in America farewell tour. Is that correct?
That's true. The Oak Ridge Boys are on an extended farewell tour here. Started late 03, I guess, when Joe Bonsall was still with us, and then he only was able to go about a month into the tour. But yeah, we're excited. We have a young guy, Ben James, that's joined our group.
Yeah. That
Joe handed him the mic one night on stage in Wheeling, West Virginia, and told him, said, "You take the second verse of Elvira here." And man, that kid was incredible. I got grandkids older than Ben James. But he's an incredible young talent. And
yeah,
when some of the producers in Nashville heard him sing, Tony Brown, that's produced more hit records than anybody in Nashville, heard him. And he's produced all of George Strait's hits, Vince Gill, Reba McEntire.
Mm-hmm.
He heard Ben James sing, and he walked up to him after hearing him, and he said, "Man, you're a brand new generation with that high, lonesome sounding voice like Vince Gill." He said, "I've not heard another voice like that in 35 years other than Vince." And he's produced records on Vince. So that's a high compliment coming from Tony Brown about Ben James. But he's he's a kid with a lot of talent. We're just so happy to have him with us. He's uplifting to be around. He's brought a new energy to our group.
Yeah.
He's brought our average age way down, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But the Oaks are having a good time, man. We're out in Montana today. We got here last night. And we're here for a couple of days in Montana. We're here in Billings tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Then on to another place tomorrow night here in Montana. Then from there we go on to Lincoln City, Oregon, right on the Pacific Ocean there. Then back up to Seattle, Washington before we come back to Montana for a couple of days. Heading down into Texas, over to Kansas, and then from there on into Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So we're out on a run for a couple of weeks here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And
we're
really,
looking forward to coming back in Pennsylvania too. We got a lot of great friends there.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, almost literally going coast to coast here in the next couple of weeks, and I see, especially over this this kind of couple week period, it seems like you guys are hitting. I saw the Montana State Fair, fair out there in Kansas, and then obviously the Warren County Fair. And what is it about playing, in front of county and state fairs that are maybe a little different than some of the other venues that you guys play in front of, stadiums or casinos, indoor venues, things like that? What makes a state fair kind of stand out to you?
Well, state fairs are family events. They bring the families to fairs, and normally, and that's what it's all about. Is the Oak Ridge Boys enjoy singing to families.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of songs that crossed over, and it reached a lot of different genres of music. And so with Elvira and Bobby Sue, and Thank God for Kids is a great song that I certainly enjoy singing, but we're all enjoying singing as much today as we ever had. And back with the losses that we've had in our group in the past year and a half or so,
Sure.
especially the past year, it's been heart-wrenching, and but getting back together as a group and singing in harmony together, it's been uplifting. It's brought us up out of that valley of sorrow, and it's certainly been a healing thing for the Oak Ridge Boys to be able to sing our songs and to get together and sing songs and harmonize together. It's been healing mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
Yeah.
And in our shows, we've been adding 3 or 4 gospel songs down in a section where we do a little gospel section, kind of honor where we're coming from. We all started singing gospel music, the Oak Ridge Boys did, and then in 1977, after signing with Jim Halsey to manage the Oak Ridge Boys, he got us a record deal to do a country album with ABC Records and MCA Records, but we've had a string of great successful country albums, and it's taken us to a whole new plateau. Country music is, as you know, today is the biggest music in the world, really, is country music. I remember years ago, it was rock and roll was a big thing, and then hip hop come along and kind of pushed rock and roll over to the side of the road. And but now then country has come out of the backwoods, and it's ruling the airwaves and filling up stadiums. You got people like Lainey Wilson and Morgan Wallen and all these great young country acts that are just making incredible songs and music. And it's exciting to be a part of country music today.
In fact, we're actually going to have one of those young stars. Alex Miller is going to be performing at the fair August 6th, the day after the Oak Ridge Boys are there. So, we go from one of the longest tenured groups coming out on the 5th, and to one of the newer acts in country music coming out on the 6th. And I think that just speaks to what you were saying about the longevity of the genre and kind of being able to span generations.
It is, and again, the Oak Ridge Boys have been fortunate. We've had some records that certainly have propelled our career to another level. And back when we had Elvira and Bobby Sue and Thank God for Kids, it kind of took us to a different level in music. But it's something that we've loved all of our life. We all started singing when we were young. And but again, it's one of the things that lifts us up in life. It's something that every night we can't wait to get on stage together and sing our songs and play music together. And it's that's the part of the day that we look forward to the most.
Yeah, and you mentioned, kind of being able to get back on stage and sing those harmonies and perform some of those songs was, kind of healing for you as a group. Given some of the losses that you've had in the last year, and that seems like one of those things that music generally, for all kinds of people, serves as almost as a therapy session in a lot of ways. You hear certain songs and all of a sudden it brings memories back. It soothes some of those grieving emotions or whatever you may be feeling at times. And what are some of the things that you've seen in your career about the way music has been able to kind of heal or bring people together?
Well, it is, and as you say, music has that way of going past language barriers and age barriers. I know we've sang our songs in different countries that didn't speak English, but yet it's the communication of music that goes beyond language barriers, and people enjoy it just like they do anywhere else. But that's what's healing about music, and that's what the older we get, the more we realize how special music is in our own lives. And therefore, it's the time of the day that we look forward to the most. We can't wait all day for to be able to sing. And
Yeah.
But it's healing. And we just hope that someone else can find the same joy that we feel when we're singing these old songs that we had back in the last 40 years. We had our first country record in 1977, the Y'all Come Back Saloon. And since then, we've been releasing country albums and occasionally a gospel album. But we've had, thankfully, a lot of chart-topping songs in our life. And we don't take any of it for granted. And we still love to sing those songs. In fact, when we're singing those songs, it makes us forget how old we are a lot of times. It takes us back to the time that we were singing songs about loved ones we knew.
Mm-hmm.
And we will have more with our conversation with the Oak Ridge Boys' William Lee Golden right after this. If you want to enhance your skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now's the time to register for classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. Registration for the 2025-26 Leadership Program for students in grades 6 through 8 opens on July 15th. Make 2025 the year you take the next step with a Marketing Made Simple seminar, first aid and CPR training, and a food safety course. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning. Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure. Get him! He cannot! Caleb Jacobzak! Gonna go 90! High school sports aren't just games. They're the heart of the community. And now, Your Daily Local is giving our high school athletes the spotlight they deserve. With dedicated broadcast teams and reporters covering each school, we're bringing every play, every highlight, and every unforgettable moment straight to fans. Now your business can be part of the action. Sponsoring local high school sports means more than just advertising. It means connecting with thousands of students, families, and fans who love this community just as much as you do. With live broadcasts, social media promotions, website features, and more, your brand will be front and center during the biggest moments of the season. Don't miss this opportunity to showcase your business and support our local athletes. Sponsorships are limited, so act now. Join us in making high school sports bigger than ever. Contact us today at sales@yourdailylocal.com or call 814-688-6810 to secure your spot. And welcome back to this week's episode of Coffee and a Conversation. And let's get right back into it. Our phone conversation with the Oak Ridge Boys. This is William Lee Golden.
It's, I mean, with as vast a song catalog as you guys have accumulated over the years, how do you decide from night to night and venue to venue which one of which groups of those songs that you're going to play for folks on a given night?
Well, what we do is we try to occasionally, we have to take requests. And we like for them to get into the Oak Ridge Boys at least 24 hours before a show, because we can then add those requests onto the show. And so we allow certain fan requests to kind of change shows on occasions.
Yeah.
But what we do is we sing songs, and each year we try to change up the song list and sing different songs. And different days we change up the song list. So we go through certain requests and then certain songs that we feel like fits the occasion. But the songs they kind of, each song has its own story and its own melody. And it's up to us to get into that every night and to portray what we're feeling with it. But again, music has a magical healing power.
Yeah.
And that's what we're drawing on today. And that's what we're enjoying, is the fact that we chose music in our lives. A lot of our other friends that we went to school with, they chose different paths, but you got to go where the music calls you.
Right.
And some people can't sacrifice themselves away from home like that. But that's what we've done. We try to go where the music takes us.
So when you get up on stage and you kind of look out in the audience, and you see, you mentioned you've got grandkids older now than Ben James singing for you, but when you look out in the audience and you see parents with their kids, or kids with their grandparents and things like that, I mean, how does that make you feel as a performer, to see that again, your songs are bringing generations of people together?
They do. And it's we see people today that we saw with their parents and grandparents years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now then, these people become more than fans. They become friends of ours. And through the years, we lose friends and fans, but their kids still come, and their grandkids. And that's what's encouraging to us, is the fact that our music helps them to feel closer in a spiritual connection to their parents and their grandparents. And they remember the concerts that they went to before with them. And so we have a lot of that, man. And we've been passed down from one generation to the next, kind of like an old shirt.
And so again, you guys are going to be out at the Warren County Fair here on August 5th. And I know, and you mentioned before we started recording here that this is not your first trip to the Warren County Fair. And if you can, what do you remember from your previous experience here?
I remember one time we had to wait out of rain there. We started singing, and just a few minutes into the show, man, it come a downpour, and it went, and we had to stop the show.
Yeah.
And we waited and waited, and then after a while, it finally stopped. And we started singing again. Here come the people back in.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they went, but everybody was hiding for a few minutes.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that. One of the things I hear people say here quite often is that it wouldn't be Fair Week if we didn't have a couple of torrential downpours during the week. So it's
that's the gamble on fairs.
Yeah.
Some days it's good, other days it could be windy and blowing, and you're out on stage, and I've had to grab my cowboy hat a time or two. So. Yeah, that's the deal about it's kind of like walking a tightrope. You never know what those fair things will be because of the weather situations.
Excuse me. And then, when you go to a venue like a county or a state fair, do you guys get some time, before the show to walk around and take in some of the um, local delicacies and see the sights, and are you so focused on getting ready for the show that you don't get a
Well,
chance
there's
to see
times
that?
that we do get to come and walk around the fair, and we enjoy that too.
Mm,
Going. A couple of us grew up on farms. I grew up on a big farm in South Alabama and Northwest Florida. My dad was a big cotton and peanut farmer,
mhm,
and we also grew soybeans and wheat, oats. We had wheat this year with it's a winter crop down home in
okay.
South Alabama. You gather the cotton in the fall, turn around and plant wheat. Wheat grows in the winter and the springtime. You harvest the wheat, and then turn around and plant peanuts maybe the next year.
Wow.
So I still go back home to the farm. I still have our family farm, and I still go and sleep in my old bedroom that I grew up sleeping in.
Oh, wow.
Different bed, but same bedroom.
So, for you personally, when you start playing some of these songs, are there any that you kind of get into a little bit more, or like performing more than others?
Well, especially my life has been interesting for sure.
Mhm.
There's a song that I sing called Trying to Love Two Women. It's like a ball and chain. Then I sing a song, Thank God for Kids.
Yeah.
I've got kids, grandkids. Now I've got three great grandkids. So time moves on. It don't wait on any of us.
Yeah.
But it's getting to sing these songs that takes us back to where we come from, and it does keep us grounded. The music does. It's like going back home to me. It's when I go home, it keeps me grounded.
Hmm.
But coming back here and playing these songs and being able to play them for families and friends that we've seen through the years, and some of our fans are like us. They're getting older too. But again, we've been passed down to a second and third generation. And so that's what we love, is to see families that we know, and they're more than fans, they're friends.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of families, you also were able to put out a couple of albums with your children as well. Is that right?
I did in the pandemic, man. We were all sent home. All entertainers were sent home. They
Yeah.
told us, you're part of the unessential. So you go home and lock your doors, put on two masks, and if anybody knocks on your door, you crawl under the bed. So I watched all the negative hate on television for 2 or 3 weeks after the pandemic hit. And man, everybody hating everybody. I
Mm.
said, if I'm allowing this hate into my house, it's my fault. I
Yeah.
turned the TV off and quit watching TV for it seemed like a year or so. But I got my family together. They told us we couldn't go to church, so I called the family on Sunday. I said, come over, my kids and my grandkids. Bring your instruments. Let's play some music and sing some songs. We got around the piano and got the instruments out, started playing and singing. And we kept doing that. We'd come back the next day and keep playing and singing. And then we moved up the road about 2 miles to a recording studio of Ben Isaacs up there.
Mhm.
And we kept playing and singing. We wound up recording 34 songs with our family. I took my family back to where music started with me.
Yeah.
Songs that my mother and my sister taught me when I was 6, 7, and 8 years old. They taught me to play rhythm guitar and sing harmonies. My sister was real talented and still is. She plays mandolin, piano, guitar, anything she picks up. but she taught me how to play guitar and sing harmonies. She needed a harmony singer. She was 3.5 years older than me, so I became her guitar player and harmony singer.
Yeah.
And we had a little duet for a while. Then our little brother joined us. We had a trio. Then in high school, I sang in my first quartet, the FFA quartet, Future Farmers of America.
Yeah, yeah.
And we would compete with other chapters of the FFA in school and would win those competitions. We went to the state finals, and then our lead singer, his family took him to California for the summer, and we missed singing in the state finals. So, but yeah, I love four-part harmony, and it was after that that I became a huge fan of the Oak Ridge Boys, and got to sing on shows with them with a part-time group that I was singing with. And then I approached them about if they had a change in the group, I'd love to try out with them.
Yeah.
A couple of months later, they called and said, "Man, we're in the market for a baritone singer. You want to try out?" Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I went to Nashville and tried out. They said, "Well, man, we'd love to have you with us." I said, "Well, when you want me?" They said, "This weekend." So I said, "Well, I'll have to go back to Bruton and get some more clothes here." So I didn't come prepared for that. But I went home, repacked my bags, and come back to Nashville and got on the bus with them. That was in January of '65.
Wow. So yeah.
So I've been singing here for 60 years, and a year and a half after I joined the Oak Ridge Boys, our lead singer got off the road and got him into our group. He was a young guy in his early 20s and just out of college, and great singer, and he's been here for 60 years too, and he's been an anchor and a backbone and foundation for the Oak Ridge Boys as a lead singer. And but man, I'm just happy to still be singing with Dwayne and just be able to still be on the road and still be healthy.
And we'll take another quick break and be back with the end of our conversation with the Oak Ridge Boys' William Lee Golden right after this.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Introducing the latest merchandise from your daily local and the YDL Sports Network. Now you can show your support for local news and sports journalism with t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, hats, tumblers, and more available at the YDL shop. With multiple color and size options available, there's something for everyone. And the best part? All the proceeds support local businesses. Head to ice-box.store/YDL/shop/home to get your gear today.
Welcome back to this week's episode of Coffee and a Conversation. Without further ado, we'll get into the final part of our phone conversation with William Lee Golden of the Oak Ridge Boys.
Well, yeah, and this is, like we said, this is your farewell tour here, and once things get wrapped up, what do you see for yourself in the future? You gonna keep on singing, or are you gonna take a break and hang out on the family farm for a while?
Well, Brian, I plan to keep on singing. You know, I took this path a long time ago, and I honestly hope that the Oak Ridge Boys don't retire. I hope that we can
Yeah.
keep singing as long as each guy can, and then do like we got here. None of us started the Oak Ridge Boys. We all replaced a great singer. Back in the days when we come along.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how groups like our group survives. If a guy sings while he can, and if he gets tired of it or has to quit for whatever reason,
Hmm.
or has a better position somewhere else, that's their decision, you know. But we find other great singers. That's how we all got here.
Yeah.
And I hope that at some point that each one of us will be man enough to pass that torch to a brand new generation that can keep the Oak Ridge Boys going for a long time.
So would that be kind of, I guess ideal scenario is whenever you decide it's time for you to pass that torch to be able to, bring up maybe the next Ben James on stage and hand them a microphone and say, hey, we'd love you to sing for us right now.
Well, that's kind of how we all got here.
Yeah.
It's kind of in a way like Ben happened with Ben. Only most of them, you know, we didn't have the other singer handing us a mic on stage. It was, we tried out for positions and things, but yeah, as you go through life, you know, getting to this stage of life, it happens before you realize it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's us being able to get together and sing songs that makes us forget how old we are.
Yeah.
When we're singing these songs, it takes us back to the times that we recorded them and the things that we were going through at that time.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I sang Trying to Love Two Women, I was going through that myself at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the pandemic, like we talked about earlier here, I did 3 albums with my family, 34 songs. I did an album with the Oak Ridge Boys. And I also wrote an autobiography book of my life story. And in that book, there was a chapter called Trying to Love Two Women. It's about my story at that time.
Yeah.
Our record producer, Ron Chancey, knew that I had a wife and a girlfriend. And anyhow, that's a whole nother story.
Well,
But,
yeah, if you want to hear that story, you got to buy the book, right?
but yeah, I told Scott England that was interviewing me for this book. I told him, I said, Scott, you can talk to anybody else that we talk about here, anybody else in my life. You're welcome to talk to them about who I am, because we all look at life from a different standpoint, and what I see and what they see may be different, so you can get all sides of it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he talked to my first wife, and she got into some stories about my unfaithfulness that I was not going to get into, but she did. And he also talked to my fourth wife. So trying to love two women can be hazardous.
Yeah. Well, William, I would be remiss before we get out of here if I didn't mention to you that the Oak Ridge Boys have played a personal role in my life as well. My wife and I met at a summer camp, and one of the things that we were doing at the camp at the time is they were kind of teaching people how to square dance a little bit, and using Elvira as the song to teach people how to do the dances. And we had somebody calling out everything. And because it was so memorable for us, we actually did that at our wedding reception as well. We got everybody all together in a big circle and had the DJ play Elvira and had somebody come up and call out the moves. And, everybody got a chance to dance and learn some dance moves. And so I just want to say thank you to you and the Oak Ridge Boys for giving us that opportunity and that memory to have.
Man, I'm smiling all over with that story you're telling. That's awesome, because for the song of ours to make that impression on you and your girlfriend at that time, it became your wife, and you all used the song in the wedding. That's amazing, man. I've got chills on my arm here right now.
And
Hair standing up.
yeah,
It's a great story.
And just this week we celebrated our 19th wedding anniversary. So 19 years later, we're still going strong, and maybe for our 20th, yeah, we'll find somebody to break out some Elvira for us, and we'll do some dance moves.
Well, I'm be celebrating my 10-year anniversary with my wife Simone.
Oh,
here
congratulations!
Next in August 29th.
Oh, so just after you come see us.
Yeah.
Wow, excellent! Congratulations, William. And again, I don't want to keep you too long. I know we are. You guys are very busy on your tour, especially in the next couple of weeks or so, doing lots of travels. But want to say thank you so much for taking some time to chat with us here on Your Daily Local, and we look forward to seeing you at the KeyBank Pavilion at the Warren County Fairgrounds on August 5th.
Brian, thank you so much for letting me be here with you today too. And man, I appreciate the story you just told about that song Elvira and what it meant to you and your girlfriend at the time, and then it became your wife, and now you're celebrating 19 years.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations and happy anniversary.
Well, thank you very much, William. And again, thank you so much for taking some time with us. And we can't wait to see you and the Oak Ridge Boys out at the Warren County Fair on August 5th.
Okay, we'll come back and and we get to shake your hands.
All right, that sounds good, William. Thank you so much.
Bring your wife with you.
All right,
if you can.
We will.
She would want to come. Yeah.
Yep.
And we can let y'all come dance on Elvira with us.
Oh gosh. Oh, I don't think anybody wants to see that.
Yeah, they would.
I
would.
Well, if I can convince her to come dance to Elvira, we'll come out and you guys can fire it up, and we'll get out on the dance floor for you.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, William.
All right, Brian. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Again, special thank you so much to William Lee Golden of the Oak Ridge Boys. And don't forget, they will be at the KeyBank Pavilion, 7:30 p.m. on August 5th, the Warren County Fair. Go check them out. Going to have Alex Miller on August 6th. And, of course, all of your favorites at the Warren County Fair. I will be sitting down later this week with Fair Board President Dale Bliss for next week's episode of Coffee and a Conversation. You won't want to miss that one as well. Thank you so much for tuning in here this morning to Coffee and a Conversation on Your Daily Local. This is Brian Hagberg saying thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when